I would never, ever, ever refer anybody to her. Ever.
Look at these results. If you're looking to lose weight, lose inches, or just detox your body for overall health, go ahead and click the link in the description for more details on these wonderful products.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to do something a little bit different, just trying out like some different lighting or whatever, but yeah, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I got my lighting together. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you like. Guys, I'm Lauren from shopvividrose.com, and this video, I was kind of skeptical if I wanted to put it out or not, but I feel like this will definitely help somebody. So we're just gonna go right into it. My first advice, if you are an aspiring anything, to my young entrepreneurs out there, please do not treat customers like your friends. I am not your friend. I don't know you. I'm a paying customer. So the level of professionalism that I expect is going to be different from your friends. I'm not your friend. I'm not your homegirl. So don't treat me like that.
Hey, I'm a paying customer.
I will say that if you are in the service field, because this is the field that you chose to be a hairstylist, you chose to be a lash tech, you chose to be in the customer service field. So you need to be customer service oriented. And if you don't know how to give basic customer service, take a class. I'm pretty sure that somebody is out there teaching etiquette and customer service. Like, seriously, I don't understand why like everybody is teaching classes on how to do lashes and how to do, eyebrows and how to do everything, but they're not teaching the business part of it, because the business part of it is going to make or break your business. It's like customer service needs to be in that somewhere, period. And I hate using that word, but y'all, like, these young girls are really going, I'm gonna say this: treat your customer how they treat you when you go to Chick-fil-A. All right, so let's get into this story. So I got referred to this lash tech, and the biggest thing was I haven't got my lashes done in about 2-3 years, right? So I'm essentially like a new customer, like for real. And I was looking for, someone that was knowledgeable, and I was looking for, somewhat affordable, because I did not know if this was something that I was going to be able to keep doing, because the first time that I got my lashes done, I ended up taking them off in about 3 days. So I didn't want to spend, $100 and something just for me to take them back off, right? So she came to the store and her lashes look good. I was like, oh my gosh, your lashes look so good. She was like, yeah, I went to somebody new. I was like, yeah, I could tell. So, I was asking her, questions like, hey, about like, did your eyes tear up? Did she use sensitive glue? Just, basic questions. So, all right, cool. She sends me to her Instagram. I look at her Instagram. I see like she's probably like in her 20s, I'm like, okay, let's have a go. So I looked through her Instagram, and her work is good. She was doing the hybrid lashes, volume lashes, and that's really what, you know, what I wanted, because I didn't want just some basic ass lashes. And so I'm looking at her work, looking at her Instagram. She had like some posts talking about, you know, how to clean your lashes, and, you know, how this person's work was essentially trash or whatever, but gave a reason why it was trash, right? So I was like, okay, you know, she young, but she might, you know what she doing. So I'm like, okay, cool. I booked the appointment, right? Send the deposit. Mind you, I did send, I sent the deposit at like 2 o'clock in the morning, but she said, you know, send the deposit 30 minutes after booking your appointment or your appointment be canceled. So I was like, all right, let me just go ahead and send the money, right? So, you know, next day come around, I don't get a confirmation, anything like that. So I'm like, okay.
Red flag, everybody.
So I mean, I got a confirmation like from StyleSeat and stuff like that, but that's not an actual confirmation because I sent you money Apple Pay, so I know you saw it. So it should be a confirmation that you got my money, that kind of confirmation, right? So it's about 4 o'clock, you know, the day before the appointment. So I'm like, let me just send her a text like, hey, you know, what's up? And so she sends me a message back like, oh, I normally send messages 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock before the appointment date. And I'm just like, okay, cool. In my mind, I'm thinking just like, okay, why wasn't that in your policy, you know, on your FAQs? Because then I would have just been like, okay, I'm expecting a text or an email, you know, the day before in the evening. You know, so I'm like, all right. So she texts me about like 9, 10 o'clock that night asking, can I come at 12 o'clock instead of at 1 o'clock? So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, whatever. It's an accident on 20, like always. Like, people just can't drive, especially when it's raining. So it's like a late fee is like $1 per minute. So I knew that I was going to have to pay a late fee, and I was cool with it. Whatever. Like, I was late. But it was like after 15 minutes, it was canceled. Before 10 minutes, you know, bye. So I was like, all right, so I'm still in a good time. So I can't find the place. So I call her. I'm like, hey, you know, I can't find the suite. And she's like, oh, I forgot I told you to come early. All these people trying to book last minute. I'll be there.
Oh boy, another red flag.
My ass should have just left. Like, if you was gonna be late, why do I have to call you? So I'm already here. And so, okay, cool. 40 minutes later, she shows up. She show up, baby daddy or boyfriend, I don't know, and her kid. I know what kind of car she got because she put it on Instagram. So, I mean, y'all. So, I see she texts me, says that she pulls up. And so, you know, I'm like, all right, cool. She here, whatever. So, I'm walking towards her and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she looked at me and she's like, hey. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, so she walks up the stairs with her son, and the dude, like, they putting up like an air conditioner or something, like they doing, like they just now moving in. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm outside of the suite, and when you go in the suite, they have like, it's like a common area, and then they have 1, 2, like 4 different rooms, right? So I'm just waiting outside, patiently waiting, not being acknowledged. And then so another girl in the suite before, in front of hers, is like, are you waiting on somebody? I was like, yeah. I'm trying to get my lashes done. And and so she finally acknowledges that I'm standing there, and she's just like, oh, are you waiting on me? I was like, yeah. I mean, I've been waiting for, in my head, I'm like, I've been waiting for the past 30 minutes. You told me you was here and I spoke to you. Maybe I should have said, hi, I'm your client. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? So, anyway, so finally, get inside the room, and, you know, another girl that she's training, or like that just started or whatever, because this is supposed to be like their grand opening, whatever. You shouldn't have a grand opening until you're ready, first of all. And so I'm sitting on the little bed or whatever, and they're putting up the air conditioner. So I'm just sitting here like, yo, really? I really could have came at 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So she finally puts up the air conditioner or the humidifier. Well, it was probably most likely a humidifier, because you do need that when you do lashes. And so she sits in the chair, and she's like, okay, sit back. And I'm like, first off, there was no consultation. There was no, you know, have you got your lashes done before? There was no, like, how do you want your lashes? No, nothing. Just sit back. First off, I'm not a fucking model. You know what I'm saying? I'm a paying customer, so you can't just do my lashes any type of way that you want to, you know, like, so so I'm like, I said, I haven't told you how I want my lashes yet. Mind you, she's texting, you know what I'm saying, whoever or whatever, because basically I did see on her Instagram that they were looking for, you know, models. And so I was like, well, shit, if I would have known I could have got my lashes done for free, you know, I would probably wouldn't mind putting up with some bullshit ass customer service. You get what you pay for. But like, so she's texting, you know, and I'm like, okay, so can I show you what I want, right? So, all right, I thought that this was the most craziest thing ever. So I have, like, you know, how I wanted my lashes in my notes, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, yo, like, so I was going through her stories, and I was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is really, really, really cute, right? So yeah, I had to go through all of these to find out, like, what I really, really wanted. Okay, so it's closer to the end. Okay, so this is the one. I was like, yo, I really like this. This is how I want my lashes. And she was like, oh, I did that so long ago, I don't even remember what I did. I was like, okay. So then I brought lashes, and I was like, well, can you do it? This kind of looks like how this looks. Can you do it like that? Right? And she was like, well, what you want? You want volume? You want hybrid? And I was just like, well, I don't know. I'm showing you, you know, what you did, the work you did, and I'm showing you these lashes. So, I mean, you tell me, like, you're the professional, you know? So I'm like, well, I don't know. I like the you're the professional. So she was like, okay. So then, you know, rest in peace to King Von or whatever. They was like blasting in my ear, like some fake ass psychic talking about, you know, how King Von is his spirit and how he's doing, and how he came to her. And it's just like, girl, like, okay, apparently everybody is a psychic now, and everybody has spiritual abilities to, you know. Okay, so then I have rap music blasting in my ear, so I'm just like, yo, okay. The process, I feel like my eyes were burning, like now I know, like, if I ever go to get my lashes done again, I will have to ask if they have sensitive glue, because my eyes were burning, like, and I did a couple of, like, did some research or whatever. The fumes are burning my eyes. And they say, you know, sometimes it's because your eyes aren't really closed enough, as far as like when they put the tape under, and it's just it's still seeping through, right? So I'm like this, you know what I'm saying? And so it took me doing like this like 3 or 4 or 5 times for her to give me a fucking fan. So she finally gives me a fan, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, you know, whew, this is almost over. So we're done, you know, and then the first thing that happens is I get a camera in my face. Like, can I look at my lashes, like, before I get a freaking camera in my face? And then you didn't even ask if I wanted to be on camera, you know? So after, you know, she records my eyes or whatever, as you can see, she didn't put me on her story. I say, can I get a mirror? And so she hands me a mirror. So, you know, my lashes look good. I'm not gonna lie, they do look good. Let me zoom in for you guys. They don't look exactly how I wanted them to look, but they have like that little like wispy, like, you know, effect that I wanted, as far as like, you know, the effect that you get with strips. So yeah. So this is like a week later. Overall, I just kind of feel like, number one, as far as like business, I feel like if you are a young lady doing business, I feel like customer service should be your number one priority, because I would never, ever, ever refer anybody to her. Ever. Number two, you need to have if not a full-on consultation, you need to have a mini consultation, because you need to you have to know what level like people are at. Everybody doesn't get, and I'm referring to as far as like lash techs at this particular moment, but this can translate over to, you know, hairstylists and things like that. But you have to know what level, you know, your customer is at, because everybody isn't on the same level, right? So, and then the third thing is, I didn't get any aftercare. So she hands me, you know, the little spoolie or whatever, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Oh, don't get them wet for 48 hours and use this. That's it? I know it's more to it. I know that it's more to it, because yeah, I know that it's more to it, but you know, whatever. But so I called the girl as soon as I left. Of course I called my man, but I called the girl that referred me, and I told her everything that happened. And so she was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you went through that, and I feel bad because I referred you, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, it's cool, I just wanted to let you know what happened. I just think that people need to be more conscious of, you know, just treat people how you want to be treated, right? So I left a review. I don't feel like my review was negative, but I just spoke on, you know, my experience. And I just feel like the passive aggressiveness with the response, honestly, is something that when I really, like, if I'm in an argument with my dude or whatever, and I really don't want to apologize, this is how I apologize. So let me bring it up so y'all can have an idea of what I'm talking about. And I really just spoke on the professionalism, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like that's a big part. I just feel like, you know, as Black women, we just need to, of course, you know, we always have to be better. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a bad thing to be better. That's just my opinion. She says, sorry you feel like that and your service was less than satisfying. As many can see by my reviews, we normally don't have those problems. I prefer if a client is dissatisfied to speak up while you're there so the problem can be fixed. Why? So we can go back and forth? I don't argue with children. I don't argue with young adults. I'm not about to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know how the conversation, no matter how nice I already know how the conversation would go, and it wouldn't have went how she's saying that it would have went, because I already know her type. Like, in my smart ass mouth, I would have ended up having to fight two people. And that's just being real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you really have to, and that comes with maturity. Sometimes you really have to calm down, and then when you're calm, speak. Because at that point, I was really annoyed. I was really pissed, and I was just ready to go. The thing about it is like, oh, I'm sorry you feel like that. No, I'm sorry you feel like that. That's something that I would tell my man, like, oh, I'm sorry you feel like that. Like, I'm really not apologizing. I'm sorry you feel like that. Like, that's really what I'm saying. Like, bitch. And then she said, as you can see by my reviews, we normally don't have those problems. Yeah, because you probably gave them better customer service than you gave me. Just because, this is what people don't understand. Just because one person has a bad experience, it doesn't mean that everybody else is going to have a bad experience. I had a bad experience with you. So that doesn't mean that you gave everybody bad customer service. That just means you gave my ass bad customer service. So if you want to go about it, like, some people don't care that they got rap music blasting in their ear, or, y'all having side conversations about, people not showing up and stuff that really don't matter, But as a professional, I don't want to hear that shit. So, of course, I got a text. This is the text. Pulling in 12:50. I had already been there since 12:10. So basically, this is after she saw my review. I'm sorry you felt that way, but I was already trying my hardest not to cancel. You probably should have canceled, because you could feel that the energy was off. You could feel like she was rushing. You could feel that she didn't want to be there. So my thing is, why would you put your customer in a situation where you're not all the way there? You could have honestly said, hey, this is what's going on, and would you mind if my coworker does your lashes? And I saw her work, so I would have been like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But for you to come, you're already rushing, you already have an attitude, you're already like, your mind is like, whatever. You really should have canceled the appointment, and I would have took a cancellation better. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have wrote a bad review for a cancellation. Shit happens, So, because I was going out of town, so I was trying to work around that. You shouldn't have been, if you're going out of town, you shouldn't have had your books open that day. For real. Like, you shouldn't have had your books open that day. That should have been an X. You could have expressed how you felt beforehand. I literally opened up my shop Monday. Instead of leaving a bad review, you could have said something to me while you were there. Next time, instead of trying to accommodate, I'll just cancel. Closed mouth don't get fed. Bitch, I'm not like a fucking I'm not your friend. Like, and I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? This was my first time coming to you. So what do you mean closed mouths don't get fed? Like, I don't get that ghetto ass lingo. What? Anyway, if you express how you felt at the shop, you don't know what I would have said. Everyone has what? Closed mouths don't get fed. If you express how you felt at the shop, you don't know what I would have said. Everyone has days better than others, so your review is appreciated, but you came to me once, so you don't know my professionalism. Respectfully, but as I expressed before, I'm sorry you felt that way. My experience was based off what you showed me that day. I don't have to keep coming to somebody to see if they're professional or not. This was my first interaction with you, so I'm basing your professionalism off what you gave me, and what you gave me was trash. So this is what I write. I honestly couldn't write because I was writing, I was typing everything. You know what I'm saying? And Style C cut me off. They was like, nope. I said, honestly, I couldn't write everything I wanted to say in the review. So that's the condensed version. In the future, just cancel the appointment. As a customer, I felt like an inconvenience. And I don't know if you realize I'm way older than you because, you know, I look young. So I know the way the conversation would have went, no matter how tactful I was. And that's just being, you know, because I am older, I know how the conversation would have went. I know how it wouldn't have went. I know how it would have went. No matter like how respectful, how tactful, like how I would have said it, it would have been an argument. And I just know that. Like, and when you know something, it's just like, why would I even ruin the rest of my day? Because as much as, you know, we try to say like when we get in fights or when we get in arguments or when our energy is messed up, it doesn't bother us. But I know that if I would have gotten an argument that day, number one, it would have been an argument. Number two, it could have been a fight. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm grown. I don't fight, you know, but I'm not going to let nobody disrespect me. And so when you know things, you just don't knowingly put yourself in those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Like, let's be 100. And so I said, but the review was for you to see. Hopefully no other customers will deal with what I went through. Your work is good, but customer service is key. And then it says, so at that point, I was about to delete the review, right? So then she says, everyone can see my other reviews. You're the only bad one. People that know me knows my customer service is great. You can't please everyone. Be blessed. I don't know who your other customers were. I don't know who your other clients was. And the issue was the fact that you gave me bad customer service. I don't give a fuck about your other reviews because your other reviews don't matter. Because it's just like, it's like people try to invalidate your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, you gave them better customer service than me, so I should give you a chance and then be like, okay, well, maybe the customer service will be better next time. This ain't fast food. It's so many other lash techs that I can go to, you know, like, girl, like, bye. And so when she wrote that, I was like, okay, let me tell you why I really had an issue. Number one, you didn't call and say you was going to be late. You didn't take accountability. You blamed other people for booking last minute because she was just like, oh, all these people booking last minute and that's why I'm late. That has nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just say I'm running late. Like, you didn't acknowledge or greet me. You text during the consultation. She was literally texting the whole time. I'm trying to show her how I want my lashes. Like, I really should have got up then. I really should have just been like, you know what? Because if I was off then, I really should have been like, fuck this little $25 deposit and just got up and left. But I really wanted my lashes done because I told my boyfriend, I was like, yo, I'm about to stop looking like a bum. And I didn't, you know, have anywhere else to go as far as like last minute, you know. And so then I said, you blasted rap music and fake psychic readings in my ear. And when I say that, it's just like, I don't really care about, you know, rap music and stuff like that. I listen to rap, like I'm classy, ratchet, whatever. But the thing is like, it's always like, I remember the first time I went to go get my lashes done, like she was just like, hey, you know, what kind of, you know, music do you want to listen to? And I was just like, oh, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, whatever. I said you disregarded my time. Y'all complained about models not showing up the entire time when you had a paying customer in your chair. I could go on and on. It's not about pleasing everyone. It's about taking accountability and fixing it. That's why I didn't say anything at the appointment. I don't argue with young adults. Have a great day. So I said have a great day, so I'm thinking that the conversation is over. So then, because I sent that at what time? Like 10 o'clock. So then she texts me back, happy faces. Oh, now I'm making this video. So no, but seriously, my biggest thing is, y'all just treat your business like an actual business. Treat it like a Fortune 500 company. You know, you want people to brag about you, and you want people to be like, oh yeah, go to her. She's good. She's this. She's knowledgeable. She's that. She's that. No matter how old you are.
When it comes to your policies, like, okay, these are your policies. You know what I'm saying? After 15 minutes, then the appointment is canceled. But your ass was 40 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally could have been doing something else. Like, I literally rushed to get here I wasn't on time, but I literally rushed to get there within the allotted time, and you wasn't here. Because if you would have called me and said, hey, I'm running a little late, I'm going to be there at a certain time, I could have continued to been, doing what I was doing. And then I could have came, so that's like an hour of my time that was wasted. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, be attentive to your customer. Like, I don't know, like, any person, like, that wouldn't want to be like attended to. You know what I'm saying? I think that anybody, if they're going somewhere and they're paying for something, they want the person to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I applaud y'all for, doing stepping out and doing something different than the norm, and really like doing your own thing as far as business, owning your own business, owning your own shop, doing your own thing. I applaud y'all for it. Y'all just do it the right way. Like, you can still, be ghetto and hood or whatever and have good customer service. Like, it's possible. Like, it's possible. Like, it's possible. I've gone to some ghetto nail shops, ghetto hairdressers, and I still, had some bomb ass customer service. So, but yeah, y'all. So that's my story time. And this was actually my first story time. So y'all let me know if y'all want some more story times below. I think I'll probably do more for Vlogmas. But yeah, if you in the Atlanta area and you have a lash tech that you love, drop their links in the drop their links in the comments. So comment below your favorite lash tech in Atlanta, and
y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Yo, I love that dance. It's so cute. Peace out.